Hello the future Java developers! In this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through a job description and a job offering in an unknown company in the UK that has been taken from a real job offering. What we will do now is we'll go through all the things that are in the job description, what to watch out for, what can you expect, what is good and what is bad in a job offering, and then what it can mean for you moving forward with a company. Because if you get, sorry, not if, but when you get your job, it is also very important what is the future for you, what can you achieve there, and why would you even want to invest some more time in this specific workplace. So without further ado, let's dive deep into this job description and see what it has in store for you. Hello and welcome aspiring Java developers. Today I have something just for you. So what I've done here is I have pulled one of the job offers and I want to go through it with you so that you know exactly what exactly does it mean in specific job offer and what can you expect to meet this particular type of offer. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Just a disclaimer, all the information here has been scrapped. Which company is it? So first of all, we've got the company overview. I mean, this here is essentially a fluff, right? Everybody is mission critical, everybody is using AI, etc, etc. So this won't really give you much information and much insight. What's going to be more important for you whenever you're trying to look at a job offer is what exactly does this company do? So my recommendation is just go to the website of the company and see what type of products do they actually sell and what kind of customers do they have. Is it more in the technological space? Is it something more on the space of brick and mortar locations and you will be just building the software for it? Is it mobile applications, etc, etc. However, the first filter for you is going to be, of course, the language and the technologies that they use. But this part that we have here with the company overview and the department overview, this is just fluff and you won't really get much out of it. This is to make it nice for the people that are looking for the job offers, but still not something very interesting. However, within the job description, you will always find, first of all, the key responsibilities and the requirements that will be there for you. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about the job description that we have here. So first of all, we've got the usage of Java and XSLT. What is XSLT? Well, this is just a way to migrate some files which are written in XML to another XML. And what is XML? Well, this is just a format of data very similar to JSON or any other format of data that is very well structured, and you can find a lot of information about it in the internet. But essentially what this point means is just essentially writing XML files through code and using in-house tools to produce Android applications. Well, this means that you will be just writing Android applications, and this particular company has some in-house tools or in-house code libraries that you will be then using to build the applications by yourself. Key thing here is that you don't need any previous experience other than strong computing science and software engineering degree. This is optional. If you see that there's a requirement of the degree, but you don't have it, don't hesitate to apply even still. From my experience, I myself don't have a computer science degree and I still managed to get a job in a company that was requiring it. So don't hesitate and just have a strong portfolio for it and don't be scared by this requirement. The other way around would be if there's a requirement to be a working student, because then the company gets paid because you are a student and you are still learning, and the company gets paid based on the fact that they are employing students and they are giving you the opportunity. But here, information about being trained by experienced staff throughout the role and work alongside highly skilled. Every company is saying that they have highly skilled team, right? Let's be honest. So yeah, and then here, very nice thing that is over here is some underlining what you can expect at the end of the internship, or maybe the role, or just what is the future with the company. So usually, as a junior software developer, you don't really get much to say in terms of how the project will look like, how it will behave, etc. Especially if you go into bigger companies, because for the most part, you will be just writing the simpler parts of code and you will not be involved in the project lifecycle. However, in this company, it's small enough that you will be able to see the product through all the life cycles. Because if it's a bigger project, right, it's a bigger product that already is earning revenue for the company, they want to make as small changes as possible to not break the formula and ideate on some new ideas, perhaps outside of this particular project. But still, I would say that this point here is very, very nice, especially if you could be moving into some other roles, depending on your preferences and abilities. I mean, myself, I also started as a software engineer and had moved to product management. So still, this is a very nice opportunity if this is something that you are looking forward. Then let's get into the basic requirements. First of them, it's a UK company, so 3 years UK residency is required for a security check. This will, so essentially, when you are just starting out, I would recommend to go with a company that is within your country, within your area, because you still are not worthy enough, which is okay, for the company to invest into you whenever you are being a fully remote worker or working from another place, right? The part about security checks, this is going to be true for majority of the companies right now, because companies want to make sure that first of all you have worked in a previous place, you are a trustworthy person, especially if you are going into sectors like finance or things like that. This here is about a degree. As I've said before, don't worry too much about it and see how it works. Then we've got some experience with Java, but more importantly, an excellent general understanding of programming concepts. So essentially what they're saying here, we want you to know Java, but first of all, we want you to have proper problem-solving skills, which is the more valuable thing to have whenever we're talking about becoming a software engineer or just breaking into IT. Because let's be perfectly honest, if anybody could just learn Java syntax and become a programmer, then it would be very, very easy to do. But the more important thing here is to be able to break down bigger problems into smaller ones and fix them. And excellent written and verbal communication skills. Well, this point is about making sure that you can communicate what is a problem and what do you want to achieve by just talking to your coworkers, right? So this point is very, very important, and I will say this is a point where somebody from the company will take someone with higher soft skills, so with better way to communicate, than the one that has better technical skills, let's say hard skills, to just make up with it. Because it's way easier to teach somebody to code than to teach somebody to really properly communicate. And then we've got this very, very interesting point, which is not very common, I would say, and this is something that is very unique, at least in this job offer, but this is something that is a great way to really leverage your experience and to see what is happening. Because this is going to be your involvement with the customers, with seeing how it works, and really getting to know their needs and how to fix them, right? So this is a very nice opportunity if you were to be looking for something like this. If you like to talk with people, if you are more on the businessy side, let's say, then I would say if you see something like this point, right, where you get to meet the customers and you can get this experience of hands-on talking to them, seeing their requirements and seeing how it works, this can guarantee you moving past the programming and getting into the world of really being a proper person in the company that is highly valuable and can get to really high places. But then we've got this information about requirements already done, but then we've got the goods that you get out of it, right? Because this is a transaction. You commit something of your own, then you get something in return, right? And here we had competitive salary and reward package. This is going to be the main point that you will need to investigate when talking to the company and see what they exactly mean and have proper expectations. My recommendation for checking out the companies is glassdoor.com, because there you have information about the salary for a given role in your country. So that is my tip for you to check what you can expect. Holiday entitlement, that's very nice. Attractive pension scheme, yeah, of course, each and every company says that they have attractive pension scheme, and I don't think that you can expect anything out of the ordinary here. But free private medical insurance, that's very nice. Life assurance, that's very nice. Flexible working options. What is in here? Well, flexible working options means that first of all, you can have flexible working hours, which is the standard, let's be perfectly honest. And then you can also have some things around remote work and some other things that are in here, right? However, in the beginning stages of your time in IT, I can say that you really shouldn't expect to be fully remote, because you just don't have the ability to do so, and you can't really manage yourself properly to do so. So in the beginning stages of your career, I would say that you can be working hybrid or fully in the office, and still at the beginning, I recommend going to the office to just get to know people, be recognizable, and really learn from people at site. Then we've got the maternity and paternity leave, which is very nice if you're applying or already have kids, career development support, and wide-ranging learning opportunities. This means that you will be very independent and there will be quite a lot of requirements out of you. Something that is scary, I think this is a nice thing to not have somebody on top of you all the time, but still something for you to consider, because still it means that you learn by doing. And then we've got the corporate social responsibility initiatives and employee health and well-being support, EAP, well-being guidance, etc., etc. So this is just the basic stuff that you can expect out of working in a company in the UK, because this is a UK-based company. Then we've got the travel requirements under 10%, so it means how much of your time will you actually spend on traveling, right? Relocation provided, non-position type intern, and referral payment plan. I think these are pretty self-explanatory. So this type of job description is actually very, very high quality. You get all the information, you get information about what you can expect and type of work that is required out of you and what type of technologies are being used. However, this one here is not very strict on the technologies, really, realistically speaking. We don't see a lot about frameworks around what is actually the product doing. So this I think we'll cover in the next one, but however, I still want to highlight for you how to read those job offers and what you can expect out of them and what is the reality of really getting a job nowadays and what this all corporate talk really means. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and in the next videos, we are going to be also discussing about how to actually interpret all things technology and frameworks and what do you need to learn about them. However, if you would like to get a session with me to see your resume reviewed, to get prepared for such an interview and to check what are you missing for this type of job offer, then don't hesitate, click the link below, book your free session, and I will help you out as much as I can so that you can achieve your success and fulfill your dream of being a software developer. Thank you very much and see you in the next one.